Nice and easy. We're done with that though. Isn't the jump rope? Yeah. Whenever I skip rope, I can't use these wireless headphones. They fall right out of my ears. So of course, it would be helpful if I could get the rope itself not to fall out of my hands. Finish my protein shake, then we'll hit this. New name, who this? Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know me, my name is BullMuscle. For those of you who know me as Beer Battered Ag, yes, I'm going through a rebrand. This seems like a pretty good time to talk about that, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I'm a diehard Aggie.
The eyes of Texas are upon you. That is the song they sing so well. Sounds like hell! So goodbye to Texas University. We're gonna beat you all to chiggaroo-garem, rock tough real stuff, Texas A&M. Goodbye.
We get a little bit more all. So why can't I click all? Oh, yeah, there it goes. Nice. Alright, let's do one more bronze bar. If you adopt the mindset, and this is a quote from Jacob Fisker of Early Retirement Extreme, if you know that guy, 10 points to you. But it's a quote that I find unbelievably poignant in today's era. Spending money represents a failure to solve one's problems by smarter means. I'm gonna repeat that. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'm your host, BullMuscle. Today we got a great show for you. I'm gonna try to do leg day. We're gonna see how it goes. Unfortunately, I did not sleep quite right on my back, and I'm really kind of feeling it this morning. So there's some muscle right back in here, like just kind of offset to my spine and my lower back that's very, very sore. So I'm gonna take it very easy in terms of working up to my normal progression. So not feeling great, to be honest. I also bottled a lot of my homemade wine yesterday, and well, that requires a fair amount of siphoning, which means naturally you're gonna end up drinking some. And I'm a slight, maybe just a tiny bit hungover as a result of that. So not feeling my best, but we'll still have a great workout. I'm gonna do the best I can anyway. We're gonna go from there. Oh, and apparently I can't ship any of my alcohol to you because that's illegal. Fucking living in some fascist totalitarian dictatorship where, you know, man can't even send booze to his friends through the US mail because apparently that shit's illegal. Literally 1984. Where my country going? Bull, please don't overdo it. Yeah, I'm not gonna. So my knee actually feels okay relative to the way it did a few days ago. It's a bit sore. Today it's my lower back just because I had a guest over, and so I slept on the portable mattress, and usually my back has no problems with it, but today I guess it was maybe the position I chose to sleep in, but it just feels like there's a muscle in between my oblique and my lower back, the lower part of my spine, like it's in between my hands here. Whatever this muscle right here is just not cooperating, so it's a bit sore. So I'm gonna start off a little jump rope. I'm gonna probably do a little extra warming up this morning to try and get it fixed. So I am gonna do this off screen because I need the space, so excuse me for just a moment. This won't take too long. All right, that'll do. I'm really just trying to warm up a little bit more than normal this morning. Just my knees. butt kicks. Stretch a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's something, some way I slept funny on my lower back. Overdid it, my clavicle's hurting again, not happy. Oof. That's a tough break, Severus. That's a tough break. Yeah, don't worry, I won't overdo it. I'm trying to ease into it. Actually, warm up a bit more. I'm gonna do a couple sets of front squat. Today we're gonna do mostly trap bar deadlifts. I figure this is probably a good way to test the water. All right, well, good news is that felt okay. So on, we'll warm up just with the trap bar, no weight, just the bar. Take this off, keep an eye on the temp. That's fun, that's what we're doing. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna almost kind of do this Romanian style, but with the trap bar. So we're gonna, oh, hang on, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hold it here, stretch out the lower back a little bit. Almost kind of do a good morning. Oh. This is only 50 pounds, so it's not particularly heavy. Do a couple, slow. Oh, ooh, that feels good. We'll do that for a few more reps. Oh, yeah. Again, I can kind of do a few different things, kind of curve my back a little bit, bend and stretch a little bit more because this is such a low weight that really all it's doing, it's almost, holding this is almost a bit like, you know, having someone, if I stretch, right, I'm holding this, it's almost a bit like someone pushing me down. It's not bad. Hips warmed up. There we go. Okay. That's feeling still not great, but definitely a bit better. I mean, I didn't pull anything. I didn't injure anything. I just slept on it funny. So yeah, we're gonna take our time with warming up this morning, so probably do just a set of 10 to warm up with one plate. That's, this is 140 pounds, so again, not very much in the grand scheme of things. There we go. Hope to see you get, just gonna work out with you online. So Boar, actually I stayed up late for him. This is the other reason I'm gonna take it easy. Boar decided to come down here to watch the A&M Auburn game with me. I wasn't planning on watching college football, but hey, with friends, it's a different thing. He's, I think, still sleeping, so probably not gonna happen, but maybe he shows up, maybe he doesn't, we'll find out. He got in late last night, so he got in at like 1 in the morning, and I stayed up to greet him, so definitely running on less than optimal sleep. I got at least 6 hours, so I'm not absolutely dragging ass, but I'm definitely not at peak shape right now. That's okay. Sometimes life throws you shit like that. Oh. Yeah, that feels all right. We're gonna do slow. Oh. And notice, I'm doing this without a belt, and that's deliberate. Now I'll put a belt on once I go above body weight, but for this, I want to I'm just gonna let the kinks work themselves out. That's not bad. Whew. Okay. So we're going to start with trap bar deadlift. I think we're going to start with 230 pounds. Not a lot of weight. We go for a little bit of volume at first. Really kind of make sure, everything's relatively in order. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do trap bar deadlift, calves, and then front squats. And kind of go in that cycle. Trap bar deadlift is what we're going to do sort of as our main entree for this workout, so to speak. But we can still do front squats and all that jazz. That's feeling a little bit better. I think it was wise to warm it up a little bit more the way I did today. It's still a bit stiff. It's just that one muscle that's not happy. Maybe we're just gonna have to live with it being not ideal today, but this will do this. Actually, okay, so depending on how this feels, I may throw in a set of kettlebell swings as well. There we go. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no. Shush. Don't fucking DMCA me. Connect. There we go. Now I can actually hear it through my headphones. That would have been bad. That would have been subpar. I conditioned up my belt yesterday too, so it's looking good. It's a lot cleaner. Kind of hard to tell on stream, but I definitely notice. Do you ever go through a deload for a week or two? Occasionally, but not often. Mostly because, so usually I'll go through a deload week after doing like a bulk for, like 3 weeks deload, 3 weeks deload. But right now, here in maintenance cycle, it's not really a need to do that. Just my opinion. All right, let's see how this feels. 2, 3, 4. Take it easy. Set that low. Move the camera up a bit. There we go. We have to actually see my face. Okay, that's not bad. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 15. Not bad. It's a decent start. Knees feel okay. Back feels okay. We're going to do another set of calves. Go from there. Not bad. Not bad. Push this forward a bit. Power block out of the way. There we go. I think I'm going to do a set of kettlebells. Nice thing about the kettlebells is that'll work my lower back as well, but in a way that's a lot more fluid, a way that really works more on the hip hinge, and it'll weight light enough to where the risk of doing damage is much lower. So we'll do kettlebells as well. One, two. One, two. One, two. Ooh. Man, I'm just doing this, I can feel that in the back. The fact that I can touch my ankles there is proof, though, I am starting to get a bit more limber. Wasn't able to do that about half an hour ago. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so I can feel that in my lower back. And it's like it hurts, but not in the I'm gonna get injured hurt. It's the I'm working out a kink hurt, which is good. All right, that felt pretty decent. All right, so next set we'll do another, I think I'm gonna do 3 or 4 at 230. And depending on how we feel, I may go up to 320. I think I'm also gonna do a set of 175. I'm gonna do that. Set of 175 on front squats. It'll be another sort of pretty decent marker, good indicator as to how I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm definitely not at 100%. Stay with me one more day. So, Severus, I got a question for you. Maybe you might know. It's an OBS quirk I found. For whatever reason, no matter what I do, the camera doesn't ever seem to work on my lifting/garage scene, whereas for my kitchen scene, it seems to work just fine. I have no idea why this is. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because they're basically the same. But I'm curious as to why. Maybe you know, because you seem to know something about OBS. It's not really a big deal either way, because I'm using the kitchen scene right now. The only difference is you can see the clock's a little bit bigger, and it's in the top right corner instead of in the bottom left. All right, here we go. I could do more reps there. I think I'm going to stick to 15 for now. So how's y'all Saturday morning going? Suicide. All right, we're gonna see how this feels. This is 175. Shouldn't be too hard. If it is, I'm gonna probably deload and keep it real light. All right. That felt surprisingly decent. Let's stick at 175. I guess this is something of a deload day. Working weight's a bit lower today. So yeah, we're gonna do, I'm thinking 4 sets at 230. Feeling pretty decent. I think I'm gonna try 320. Do not think I'm gonna go any heavier than that today. I think anything much beyond that is inadvisable. I think I'm gonna do at least 3 sets of front squat. I may do 4. Thinking at least 3 or 4 sets of kettlebells. So let's see, that's gonna give us, so we do 4 and double for the calves. 8 sets at 230. Well, I do 2 sets at 320, so that's 12. 4 sets of kettlebells, 4 sets of front squats is 20. And I may do a little bit more on trap bar now I'm thinking about it. Maybe another, probably more volume, but no heavier weight than 320. This is just 230, we're not there yet. That said, I will take the clips, put them back on. That I will be able to do. All right. All right, we're up for 15. It is strange. So I've looked. There's no difference between the scenes anymore. I may just have to redo the scene, but I'd rather not do that. All right, here we go. It's not bad, that's 15. Forced to suffer, welcome on in. Yes, sir. I've been working in the nuclear industry since 2021. Before that, I worked in the defense industry. People get unreasonably scared of radiation. I've always found funny that people get really scared of radiation, but chain smoke cigarettes. You're irradiating yourself every single time you pop on one of those cancer sticks. We're living next to a coal-fired power plant. That's radioactive. People don't know that. 6, 8. All right. Well, sunbathing is literally letting yourself bathe in solar radiation effect, crispy brownie. Yes, it is. Is Fukushima wastewater disposal safe? Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of fear-mongering going on from the Chinese and the Koreans about that. The Chinese, of course, are gigantic hypocrites about this, because if you knew what kind of both polluted and radioactive waste that got flown down, or that got slung down the Huanghe and Yangtze rivers into the Pacific, Fukushima ain't got nothing on that. You gotta remember, coal fly ash is far more radioactive than people realize. What do you think the Chinese do with their coal fly ash? Do you think they dispose of it safely? Ocean Fit, welcome on in. Just finished my push day. We're currently doing legs. My back's a little bit wrenched up, so I'm not going quite as heavy today, but we're doing pretty good. But yeah, Fukushima wastewater, you gotta remember, right? This has been sitting for 12 years now. It has been treated, studied, treated again, and studied again. It is safe. People get this irrational fear about nuclear waste, radioactive containment water, wastewater, but that water has been treated. I can promise you, and hell, here in the United States, we're guilty too. Do you want to know what happened when Hurricane Harvey hit Houston? Well, it flooded a bunch of the petrochemical plants along the Buffalo Bayou and Galveston Bay. Where do you think all that went? All that polluted runoff went? It went straight into the Gulf. People have this irrational fear of anything nuclear, and it's distorted compared to the fears people put up with every day.
Think we should load up on stocks now because Biden's going to open the money spigot to get reelected?
No. I would say continue to dollar cost average and stay the course. I would not say change your actions based on political chancery. That's not a recipe for success. And besides, the money spigots have already been turned on. Excuse me for 1 second, I gotta take a breath. Excuse me. It's my property, I can do what I want. You think we should? Yeah, no, I would say stay the course. I think we're seeing a little bit of stock market correction in the last few months because inflation has come down from its peak in 2022 of 8 to 9%. It's now hovering around 4%. But it seems to be not moving as quickly down to 2% as the Federal Reserve would like. So the Federal Reserve may raise rates again. If it does that, the stock market will see a small tumble. I would say stay the course. That's what I'm doing. Ride out the volatility, dollar cost average. All right, let's do this.
Is it fun at Home Depot now?
Ever play any sports? Yes. I'll talk about that in just a moment. I got stuff to do. one here that got sketchy. Forced to suffer. Did I play any sports? High school, I played football. College, I was too busy on the racing team, so often ended up, I lifted to the extent that I could, but Formula SA took up a lot of my time in college and trying to get my degree. So I actually graduated with a mechanical engineering degree, but I've since kind of moved into the nuclear realm. Nowadays, I do nuclear work pretty much exclusively. After I graduated, I played rugby for a while. I played touch rugby for a long time. Tried tackle rugby for a little while, got a concussion, and decided it wasn't worth it. Nowadays, ever since I moved to South Carolina, I've gotten into ultimate frisbee a bit. So there's your answer there. So, I'll let you have sports. I like sports. Sports are fun. All right. So somebody was asking me if they could get some of my homemade wine shipped to them, and I was gonna say yes. That was my whole plan, because I thought it was legal to send people wine as a gift. You just couldn't sell it if it was homemade. Apparently, it's illegal to ship it at all, even if it's a gift. I didn't realize we lived in literally 1984 fascist dictatorship, but fuck the ATF and fuck anyone who supports the ATF. Al Capone did nothing wrong. I was telling me about that. That shit pisses me off, man. I'm telling you. Al Capone was a hero fighting against an unjust law. We could never catch him for a real crime, so I had to give him some fucking phony, trumped up fucking, tax evasion charges to get him to jail. You make wine? I grow my own grapes and I make my own wine. They're Scuppernong grapes. They grow native in my neck of the woods here in rural South Carolina. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm feeling the hangover now. So I bottled all my wine yesterday, which requires siphoning out of the big jug. And naturally, when you siphon it, you're going to end up drinking a little bit. And, yeah, you can feel that. Let's see. All right. The juice siphoning of the jug. Funny. All right, here we go.
Ever tried getting drunk for a workout? No, alcohol and lifting do not mix. I love both. I do not mix them. So alcohol prevents your liver from synthesizing protein to make muscle mass. Do not drink and lift. Talio is correct. If you knock down a few beers after lifting weights, what you've done is waste hours of your day. Again, I love both, but 3 hours minimum, preferably at least 6 hours between your workout and any alcohol consumption. How are you doing? Nick, all right, you need to hydrate. I'll hit that. Come on, strong leg pull, finish. Last set at 230. We're gonna go up to 320. Hey, good to see you, Novaldi. Welcome on in. All right, so we've done 4 sets of trap bar deads, 4 sets of trap bar calves, set of kettlebells, and a set of front squat sets. 4, 8, 10, 11 sets. Oof, we're going slow. So the graduations hang on the wall, but they never really helped us at all. Okay. The knee's feeling pretty good, actually. It's this lower back muscle that's just, yeah. It's just wrenched. I slept on it wrong. Welcome back, Novaldi. Hope you made an honest dollar and many up. Or euro, or wherever the fuck you live. Come on. 2, 3. Come on. Come on! when he's feeling okay. Not great, but we'll see. Next up's gonna be 320 on the trap bar. That'll be the real question. What's interesting though is the knee originally started feeling nasty after a run. I guess it just goes to show you. Cardio's for sissies, do weight training instead. I'm kidding. Cardio is important. I just don't like it. So, my Aggies take on the Auburn Tigers today. I'm rooting for a win there. Man, it's nicer in here today too. Got well into the 60s this morning. It's only 73 in here. It is a huge improvement over just a few weeks ago. Loving that. Yeah, I do like swimming. I like riding my bike too. And to be honest, I like jogging. If jogging hurts my knee to the point where it's gonna fuck with my leg days, I'm not doing it. Cardio can be fun if you're doing it in a scenic location. Like going for a nice little bike ride along a quiet bike path or trail. Oh, it's lovely. Especially if the weather's nice. It's terrific. Swim just hits the most overhead. Yeah, because finding a pool or owning your own pool are both expensive propositions. Weightlifting, once you've got the equipment, you know, there's not that much you have to do. You just do it. You don't have to worry about more driving to, yeah, pretty much. All right, last set of fronts. Come on! Ugh. This will be the highest we go today. I can trap bar deadlift 400. Given the condition of my back and knee, it seems like a bad idea. So I think what I'm going to do here, these are my heavier sets. I'm going to do a set, raider pulls, calves, kettlebell swings. Kind of a circuit through, and that'll rack up the volume a bit better. Because right now we've only done 4, 8, 12, 14 sets, and we've been here for almost an hour. So we got to pick it up a bit. All right, Vivaldi, it was good to see you. Got a favorite movement? Do you mean exercise? My vanity loves the bench press because, as you can tell, my pecs are pretty well developed. But the best squat, or the best exercise for me, is the squat. Little fist bump. All right. Oh. I need some music for this. Oh, the old Van Halen going. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. That feels pretty solid. Having injuries is super demotivating for me. Yeah, you gotta find a way to bounce back. You can't let it get the best of you. That's admitting defeat. Never quit. Never admit defeat. Never. Never, 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 never. Oh no, that's too far. Overdid it. There we go. Let's go. This is 320, strong like bull. Six. I can do more. My grip is starting to slip. I need some chalk or something. always feels good. Gotta love the Raider pull. Nobody waiting at home. Yeah, running with the devil. We'll do, I think, 2 more sets of that. 2 more sets of kettles. 2 more sets of Raiders. I think I got more than 6 reps in me next set. I'm trying to take it easy. I don't want to overdo it and hurt myself. So I am not working. I'm not operating at 100% today, but trying to get good because main man Boar is going to experience the wonderful flavor of superior Carolina barbecue for a change. The good stuff, the South Carolina stuff. Let's do this. Come on, you got this. Come on. Strong like bull. No quit. No quit. Bulls are otherworldly strong, and that's my goal too. I want to be otherworldly strong. I'm doing the best I can every day to get there. There may be setbacks, there may be down days. This is going to stop me from trying my absolute best. Hey, City on Foot, thank you very much for the sub. Welcome on in and thank you. Oh, hold up. Alert box should be showing, I'm not sure why it isn't. Oh well, sorry about that. Strange. Oh well. All right, so let's see, we're at 4, 8, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so we're 60% of the way through this workout. We're gonna do the full 30 set today if I'm gonna go hit Carolina. I'm gonna make it worth my while. So Carolina barbecues, little South Carolina style, all you can eat buffet barbecue joint, not too far from me. I love their pulled pork. I love their everything is quite good. There's very little that they do bad to me. South Carolina barbecue is not the best. That would belong to the brisket of the great state of Texas, but South Carolina barbecue's got the best sides. So the difference between South Carolina barbecue and any other state I found is that South Carolina, more than any other, blends a lot of that down-home soul food style cooking into it, especially the South Carolina style, which is the mustard base, is a low country style. A large chunk of what is called the low country, and to a lesser extent the Midlands of South Carolina, so that's Aiken County, Lexington County, Richland County, which is where Columbia is, Barnwell County, especially Barnwell, Allendale, Hampton, Orangeburg counties have a very heavy or very high black population. And there's historical reasons for that. This used to be the heart of South Carolina's cotton belt. So this dates back to the days of chattel slavery. But from those days and from the post-Civil War days, that part of South Carolina has, because of its larger, higher proportion of black folks, the soul food style of cooking, which originated with it was the southern black way of cooking, merged with the local forms of barbecue, and that's why you get things like hash over rice. It's why you get things like collard greens with your barbecue. Whereas, if you go to Texas and you get brisket, right? You might get some bread or some charro beans as your side, but you ain't getting much. South Carolina, you're going to be served the whole smattering of sides. No other state I've seen does it quite that well in terms of sides. Best barbecue is Kansas City barbecue. I mean, burn-ins are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. It's a little bit too much char for me. I prefer brisket. The smoke ring around brisket to me is more appealing. And again, dude, hash over rice. The thing is, what's wild is even North Carolinians won't know what hash is, like barbecue hash. That is exclusively a South Carolina thing. You may find it just on the other side of the Savannah in Georgia if you know where to look, but that's it. It's very, very regional. But 2-on-1, welcome to the bullpen, welcome to the stream, good to see you. My name's BullMuscle, I'm a fitness and health streamer, nuclear engineer, and also give out financial advice, stuff like that. I'm a bit down on power today. My lower back and my right knee are giving me grief, so I'm not going overly heavy today. This is only 320, and it's on a trap bar too, so it's even easier, but still, we're pushing through. I'm going to try and go for 8 here, but before I do that, I'm starting to feel a little bit of grease on the bar, a little bit of oil from my palms. So I'm going to wipe off my palms and also wipe off the bar to help give myself a little bit better grip. Because at certain weights, grip strength becomes the problem more than just raw leg strength. So deadlift trains your grip really well for what it's worth. Okay. I'm also a bit hungover because I siphoned off and bottled up all my homemade wine yesterday. And, well, when you siphon off enough wine, you end up drinking a fair amount of it. I love training grip. I honestly don't. I do it enough on pull day, doing pull downs, pull-ups,
Like you can see all those calluses on my hands, and I still have trouble with grip strength. That really, once I get above 300 pounds holding anything, it becomes a trouble spot. But I don't want to rely on grip straps because I feel like that's cheating. There's no rational basis behind that. Grip straps don't make it any lighter, but it's a personal preference. So don't feel that just because I don't use grip straps, you shouldn't either. Use them if you wish to. There is nothing wrong with them. Strong like bull. Fuck off. Man, Frontier Airlines swapped my flight by like 8 hours and didn't tell me in November, and that pisses me off. Ugh. Shit's bullshit. I need to go call them up later today. Come on. Strong like bull. Come on! That's 9, that's good. Whoa, lightheaded. Shit. Ooh, that feels good. You must be from the Midwest, 201. Welcome. See, what people all too often forget is that I live in Seattle, but from Iowa. Yep, I could tell. I can tell. The only people I've ever seen who say Kansas City's the best are Midwesterners. That's not a criticism. That's just an observation. Now, yeah, live in Seattle. I was actually up in Washington State about a month ago. I've got family on the western side of the Sound, Kitsap and Pierce County. So I really do like that area quite a lot. Went and hiked Baker. Mount Baker's a beautiful place. Certainly enjoyed that. I liked Bellingham too. Spent a night in Bellingham. That's, you wouldn't think a city could sustain its entire economy on beer and coffee, but by God, Bellingham, Washington has managed to do just that. I don't understand how, but they have done it. I don't think Kansas City makes it outside the Midwest much. Out here, I think they try to emulate Texas, but don't do it well. Well, of course they don't do it well. Washington State doesn't raise cattle. Not very much, anyway. I know Eastern Washington is an agricultural hub, but that's usually more produce and less livestock because it's arid, and as such, there's less water for grazing. Yeah, Kansas City,
almost every single time it is a card-carrying sign that you're talking to a Midwesterner if they say they like Kansas City the best. See, now I understand what you're talking about with KC not making it out very much because people don't understand there are 3 separate varieties of Carolina barbecue. Everybody knows the vinegar-based sauce known as the whole hog or pig pick barbecue, but that really only appears in the eastern half of North Carolina and the PD region, that's the northeastern chunk of South Carolina. You also have the tomato-based Western Carolina barbecue sauce. And it's all based around pulled pork because the Carolinas raise a lot of hogs. The pork industry is very big here. As such, pork is also incredibly cheap, and I eat quite a lot of it. But the upstate of South Carolina, which is like Greenville, Spartanburg, and the western half of North Carolina, as you get into the Appalachians, is a heavier, thicker tomato-based sauce that's not that dissimilar from the barbecue you'll see in the eastern parts of Tennessee, on the other side of the Appalachians, which geographically thinking makes sense. And then you have the third, and my personal favorite of the Carolinas, South Carolina mustard-based barbecue, or also known colloquially as Carolina Gold. And it is, again, it's a mustard-based barbecue sauce, and it's got a lot more influence from soul food, known in the day back as, the cooking, it was black folks cooking. Because again, South Carolina, especially the parts of South Carolina where I live, has historically been even in some places, a majority black population. So that's the kind of culture and cuisine that developed here. It's really great too, because again, you wouldn't think collard greens and pulled pork go that well together, but holy shit, man, it hits different. Best sides. Do you travel much personally, even with your early retirement plan? Yes. To an extent. I try to keep my traveling to the local and the less expensive side, just because it's also better for the environment. Flying's pretty high CO2 output, and I don't feel great about that. But sometimes I had a business trip up to Boston about 6 weeks ago, so yeah, I ended up traveling for that. And my trip out to Washington to see my family, that was my big trip of the year. I'm not really going to go anywhere else. Well, okay, that's not true. This year is special. My mom is turning 60, and so we're going to surprise her with a trip somewhere nice, because she lives up in Washington State, and as you well know, Washington State gets really fucking depressing by the time November and December roll around. Her birthday is in November, so we thought it would be a really great idea to take her somewhere a little bit sunnier as a birthday present. It was my younger brother's idea, and I love it. I love my bro. He's amazing. All right, so we're gonna do a set of calves next. Bellingham's a nice little town. I like Bremerton a lot. I actually ended up going out there one of my days up there to meet some guys at the Bremerton shipyard because they're looking for nuclear engineers, and I'm not actively searching for new work, but if opportunities present themselves, I keep my ears open, I listen. All right, so we're gonna do another set here. I do want to travel more in the future, but I've gotten pretty good at traveling relatively inexpensively. Stay Spartan, you know. Yeah, grip strength is getting tough there. All right, last set on kettlebells. God, I just feel that in my lower back. Ooh, that's sore. Come on, no quit, no quit. You put a price on peace. All right. Oh, it's 25. All right. That's good. So let's see, we got 4, 6, 12, 14, 22 sets done. I got one more set of trap bar deadlifts, one more set of raider pulls, one more set of calves. We're gonna move to Bulgarians. We'll do Bulgarians and then squat thrusts and we'll be done. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's what we're gonna do. No, we do Bulgarians. That's gotta stay there. We do Bulgarians though. I need to move this. No, wait, I gotta do I'm overthinking. I'm thinking too far ahead. Oh, ooh. Oh, God. Yeah, there's just something. Okay, so I slept funny, and there's something in between, and it's been bothering me all day. Between my spine and my oblique on my lower right side of my back, it's screwed up. Usually I don't have this issue, but I can just feel it. It's tender as hell today, but still getting through. Let's see. Yeah, let's get a little Copperhead Road going on. I was bottling my homemade wine anyway today. By the way, fuck the ATF. All my homies hate the ATF. Hey, W. Ramirez, good to see you. What's on that cup? It's an old South Carolina Gamecocks cup. I'm not a fan, but my roommate is. She's going to Columbia to watch them take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs today. Me? I'm an Aggie. Giga. Left hip issues and some low back pain too. Ouch. Well, we'll give you a shout out. My main man, W. Ramirez, he's another fitness and health streamer on Twitch. There we go. All right. John Lee Pettimore. Sing my daddy, daddy before. Twice a year. Over East and some copper line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. My moonshine plug ain't here this year, unfortunately, because I don't really actually know why. I think he had to head back to his place down in the swamps of Florida. I miss him though, because man, his shine was legit. Stop for a bit with hinges and barbell back squats. Yeah, I think it's just temporary. I think it's just the way I slept is why my back's all screwed up today. I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna continue working.
This is my last heavy set for today, so we got one more set of this, one more set of Raiders, one more set of calves. I think we're going to do 3 sets of Bulgarians and then 2 sets of squat thrusts to finish. From Copperhead Road. Strong like bull. Come on, last heavy set. God bless the Deep South. Come on! No! I lost my grip! One more. I ain't done. Hands are just greasy. I keep losing my grip. My hands are just oily, they're greasy. I need some paper towels and I'm losing my head. Oh. Shit, lightheaded. Damn it. The grip strength isn't there. After enough deadlifts, your grip strength starts to fail, unfortunately. I just use straps or chalk. Yeah, I probably need to get me some straps. It's frustrating. My legs have got more to give, but my grip strength is failing on me. The power's there. The power is absolutely there. And the more I'm working, the better my back is beginning to feel. Same with my knee, which is kind of interesting. You'd think they'd be feeling worse. Now they're feeling better. If anything, frustrating. But what are you gonna do?
good with money, would you expect the person you're dating, to be also good with money? Absolutely. I don't want to date a spendthrift. Look, I found in my life that one of two things happen when you date someone. The two things happen when you date someone. There's a convergence in terms of fitness. There's a convergence in terms of money matters. In other words, if you have two differing values, so someone's a spendthrift and someone is a saver, the couple's finances will either go the way of the saver or go the way of the spendthrift, and I'm not changing my values on this one. The same applies for fitness and health. I will be fully honest, you can call this shallow. I would call it expecting from others what I expect from myself. I would not date someone who's completely out of shape. I know that sounds shallow or vain. It actually has nothing to do with that. It's because I fear that I'd get complacent if I dated someone out of shape. To be completely honest. And, I'm not saying I'm a 10, but I do know that this isn't something you see on most guys, right? So clearly I've got something going right for me. And I expect whoever I'm dating, to at least be, it's also a compatibility thing. I love to do this. I love to lift. I love to walk. I love to go and hike. I love to bike. I love to do all sorts of outdoor stuff. And if you're someone who'd rather be a couch potato, we're not going to have that compatibility, and that's going to make the relationship harder. So, hating to answer your question, yes. Money and fitness. Itchy nurse, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right. We've got one more set of calves, and we're done with the heavy stuff. All right. For this, I will want my belt. Oh. Just gotta hope my grip doesn't get out again. Happens sometimes too is that with a trap bar, it's very easy. Even if your grip's off just by a fraction of an inch, you'll find that the weight starts tilting too far back or too far forward. It makes it more difficult. Let me use this actually. Wipe off my hands. That's better. There we go. Strong like bull. Last heavy set. Look at my hands. Ooh, that's tough. All right, well, we're done with the belt. Now, we're going to do is move to Bulgarians. We're going to do 3 of these and 2 sets of squat thrusts. There we go. Whoa. Whoa, that could have been bad. Whoops. Give myself some time to recover. Shit. Whew. Clumsy knee. I did almost eat shit there. That was kind of scary. I'm not very coordinated. I'm strong like bull, but also coordinated like bull. in China shop. All right, let's do this. Come on. All right, feels all right. That's good. Doesn't hurt my knee too much. Let's see here. 4, 8, 7, 14, 17, 20, 28, 30. Perfect. Okay, yeah. There you go. So, for what it's worth, someone was mentioning dating earlier. I am single. Not really actively looking, to be honest, because the dating market around here is bad. It's really bad. All that wonderful home-style South Carolina cooking is excellent, but the obesity rate is very high, and that does limit my options. I'm not saying you have to be in the same shape that I am, but you gotta be close. Like, right, I think not obese is a fair standard to set. That's, I mean, maybe some people say that's shallow, but like, I don't feel like that's an obscene standard to set. Some people say that's like fat phobic or whatever. I'm not scared of fat people. I just don't want to date them. Right? That's one other thing too that bothers me. People compare that kind of thing to being homophobic. It's like, you wouldn't chastise a straight person, a straight guy for not wanting to date another man. Why would you chastise a fit person for not wanting to date someone who's fat? The difference here is that, with a few exceptions, you can control your body composition. You cannot control your sexuality. So, it's almost offensive. If you're LGBT, if you hear the term fat phobic, I would be offended by that. Or if you're trans, it's the same thing. Like, no. You can control your body weight. With the right effort and discipline. You cannot control your sexuality, or if, I have mixed feelings on the whole gender thing, but you get the point. All right, let's do another set. 2 more of these, and we're gonna do squat thrusts. Those, I'm gonna try at 140, which is a lot heavier than I normally go, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna be curious to see how that goes. It could be good, could be bad. No real way of knowing until I do it. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Does that sound arrogant as a standard? I mean, right? Because, like, girls now, and I'm a switch hitter, but women especially now have, I've seen this standard called the 666, which, if you know what the 666 is, I shouldn't have to explain it. As someone who, I am over 6 feet tall, I'm just a tick under. I'm not quite at six-figure salary, but I'm a nuclear engineer. I'm not that far from it. And I satisfy the other one. Like, as someone who supposedly meets that criteria, you know, for me to not have standards is a bit silly, because I think it's something like less than 2% of all men actually meet that criteria. It's not a large percent. It's not a large amount. And then some particularly entitled women now have, so they throw a six-pack on top of that, and I don't quite have a six-pack, but boy, I'm pretty close. And it just begs the question, right? If you've got standards that are that high, what do you bring to the table to justify a man's interest in you who has all of those things? Or, if you're a lesbian, what kind of things do you bring to the table to justify another woman's interest in you? Although, I don't think that's usually how it works. I've never heard of any lesbians demanding 6 feet tall as a requirement for their girlfriends. If I have any lesbians in chat, you can verify that one for me. I don't think I do. The majority of my audience is gay guys. I'm not stupid, I'm aware of it. You tend to say I deserve it. How old are you, may I ask? I'm 28. I will be, yeah, I'm 28 years old. So I'm not quite 30. Right, exactly, Ramir. They say they deserve it. Why? What? Right, if you want to say it's the intrinsic value of a woman that deserves all those things, okay. But then what makes you different than any of the other women who also deserve all those things? Why should a guy pick you then, right? I mean, if anything, if you're saying you deserve it, that comes off as incredibly entitled and a bad attitude, so most guys will look elsewhere. It is absolutely entitlement. Having a 6 foot tall wife would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. Honestly, I'd fuck with it. And to be honest, I've never understood the thing with height, right? Like, this is one that I really don't get, because like, height is a bit, you know, obviously as long as you're not, you know, chugging whiskey as a kid, height is generally a thing you cannot control. You know, drink your milk and eat your broccoli, of course, but height is mostly genetic. So it's interesting to me that women will judge men for their weight, women will judge men for their height, but women expect men not to judge women for their weight. The difference is women can control their weight, men cannot control their height. I've never understood that. And I'm not saying all women are like this, by the way, but it's just, in my experience, quite a few are. I never thought as a man I deserve anything. I have to work for something if I want it. Exactly. Have you experienced those demands personally? Well, right, so I've seen them on dating apps back when I used to use them. I've just given up on dating apps because the ratio of men to women is so horrible that it inflates women's egos, and there's nothing women can do about that. I don't blame them for acting, I mean, it's entirely rational the way they act on those apps, but, you know, looking at that, yeah, I've actually seen, if you're not 6'6", don't talk to me. Or like, if you're not 6'6", swipe right or whatever. It's like, holy shit. I mean, first off, think about how shallow that is. Like, you're saying you're not interested in, you know, how kind someone is, how thoughtful someone is, what their interests are, what your interests are, compatibility. No, you're just straight up, you just want a boy toy. You want a rich boy toy, no less. It's like you're straight up, dude, I mean, you're straight up turning into Vicky from the Fairly Odd Parents. It's like, why? And again, not all women are like that, but I think especially on dating apps, you see a preponderance of them. And I did a little experiment, and this is really before I came out. I switched my preferences from man-seeking woman to bisexual, and it was very interesting how almost immediately it went from, it became, it might as well, Bumble may have become Grindr. It basically, the feed was like 90% dudes, and it told me
all I really needed to know. It was like, okay, so this is what the ratio really looks like. It's gonna be, it's not worth the effort. So I just stopped trying. Frankly, a large part of that's because of where I live too. If I were to live in a bigger city, I'd probably have better prospects. But I live out in the countryside, so that's part of the price I pay for living out here. I'm happy. That's the thing. Like, I want for nothing in my life. I have a fantastic house, I got a car, got all that good shit. So, it doesn't really bother me.
To be frank, guys do have other standards on dating apps too.
Yeah, I mean, guys just straight up look at the picture and nothing else. That's because most guys on dating apps want to screw, and that's just not who I am. I'm not into cheap, casual sex. Just, to me, there's got to be at least some sort of connection there first. And that's a personal preference, too. All right. Screwing is bad. I mean, it can be, right? It depends on how, there's healthy sex and there's unhealthy sex. Just tunes in, great physique, hang it up, keep it up. Thank you very much. Well, welcome on in to the bullpen. Thanks for the first time chat. I've got 3 sets left. I'm going to do a set of Bulgarians. I wonder why it censored that. Oh, well that's dumb. It's censored because it has ass in it. That's stupid. Ex-assassin, welcome on in. I don't know why Twitch does shit like that. Whatever. You're cool. But that's sort of the other thing too. Since I'm at age 28, I've lived in rural areas ever since I graduated college in 2017. So for me, living single is kind of, it's not even old hat. I've had online relationships, long distance relationships. I'm done with that. So for me, instead of getting involved in any of that, I reckon continue to do what I've been doing the last few years, invest in myself, invest in getting in better shape, invest in saving more money, invest in learning, continuing my knowledge, my acquisition of knowledge, things of that nature, right? And I reckon if I do that, right, all I'm doing is making myself a more valuable dating catch as I get into my 30s. So why wouldn't I, So, let's see. I want that right up there. There we go. Perfect. Cleaning this sucker will be a bit difficult, but I should have no issues. It's only 140. I shouldn't have any problems with this. Just gotta be a bit careful. Single means you can do more, to be honest. If you take it in a good way, more good will be made in the long run. Exactly. Howdy, Dalty Walty. I love living single. Decently got myself in shape, got some money, still is enough for dating standards. I'm glad. Assassin. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, men especially, and sometimes women. This does affect women too, right? That should make you feel a little bit better, right? I have dating issues here, and I mean, I'm not trying to be arrogant or braggadocious, but like, come on, I look like this and I still have dating issues. So that should make you feel a little bit better in the sense that it's okay to be struggling with that in the 21st century. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being single. Don't stigmatize being single. All right, so I'm going to try and clean this, put it up there. work. Oops. Huh, so that's gonna rest on the clips. Well, that's not ideal now, is it? No, they'll be fine. They're plastic clips. If they break, they break. What we're gonna do here is a first time chat. Ven Shicks, welcome on in. Whoa, okay, just for what it's worth, this is an 18 plus channel, okay? You should have been given a warning about that. Just take that at your own risk. I'm gonna treat you like an adult. If you don't act like an adult, you're out of here. There is 18 plus content here, and you are making the conscientious choice to ignore that rule, all right? Moving on, I'll read the rest of your advice. With that chest fat, wondering you go a little too hard on my diet, just eat mom's cooking everything, just binge eat like 1,000 calories of junk food. Don't sort of balance between junk food and good food. Any advice? Well, the good thing is, at your age, you have a metabolism that burns shit like crazy. Just cut back a little bit, right? If you're drinking soda, cut that shit out of your diet immediately. Keep the rest of the junk food, and you'll already make progress. I had a little bit of that chub on me. I stopped drinking soda when I went off to college at age 18. I wish I had done it at 15. So the soda is to your pancreas as well, what alcohol is to your liver, what tobacco is to your lungs. Now, I'm a hypocrite here, or I'm going to try and not be a hypocrite here, because I do drink alcohol. In fact, I make my own alcohol. But moderation, all right? It's best if you drink none, but if you're going to drink, do so in moderation. The same applies with soda. The same applies, well, really do your best to avoid tobacco at all costs, because that reduces your lung capacity, reduces cardiovascular strength, and you really don't want to damage that. Let's see here. I'm going to throw the bench just here. So what we're going to do next, these are squat thrusts. So if you've never seen a squat thrust, we go down and up, all right? It's lying to effectively date, which kills it from your person. Everyone wants to be intimate in a relationship. Diet is like 80% of it. Stay consistent. It's the most cliche thing there is. There's no more truth to it. So, okay. First thing you need to do is figure out your height and weight. At age 15, you're going to continue growing, so you don't have to worry about setting too strict a calorie limit. As long as, really does depend on how tall you are, how big you are. I would say, don't be eating 4,000 calories a day. And I would say start getting active. Start learning to lift weights, and that's going to make the biggest difference. At a younger age like that, it really doesn't matter as much because you're still growing. Get lots of sleep too, all right? Teenagers need more sleep than adults do. I'm being a bit of a hypocrite here. Sleep is my biggest demon. I struggle with it day in and day out, and it's not gonna get any easier as you become an adult. Develop good sleep habits, stay the fuck off of your phone after about 9 p.m., and make that a time for quiet reflection, writing in a journal, reading. It'll help you. It'll help your mental health as well. You will feel better. You will feel stronger. You'll feel more energetic, and your cravings will start going away as well. I notice between good sleep days and bad sleep days. I'm dragging ass in here because it was a bad sleep day. Just for reference. All right. So now I've got 2 sets left on squat thrust. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to do a set now. Okay. Welcome on in. Stick around if you feel as though you can conduct yourself as an adult. If you can't, please exit the chat. That's entirely your call. I believe in freedom of choice. Or not freedom of choice, I believe in free will. So do with that what you will. Let's see, get some Van Halen on 5150. Peanuts and snacks are you? To an extent, okay, peanuts are they are good for you if you're bulking, but peanuts are high in fat and they are very calorie dense, so watch the quantity of peanuts. I love peanuts, don't get me wrong, but I generally stay away from them if I'm trying to cut fat. And I don't know what your height and weight is or what you're going for, so, my advice has to remain generic until I have that information. All right, here we go, squat thrust. One. Actually, it's a bit low. I need to we go, move it up just a touch. Strong like bull. Ugh. 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 Ooh. That's tough. I need to do more of those. Woo! There's so many things I would recommend. Bench chicks too. I don't know if you play any sports. Do them. I don't care which sport it is. It can be an individual sport, it can be a team sport. You learn so many life lessons from playing sports in high school, including the fact that some people are just going to be assholes. You got to learn to deal with that. Because in the real world, that's a more useful skill than 90% of the shit you're going to learn in class. Got to finish studying. Oh, all right, ex-assassin, what you studying? You going for a degree or something, or what's going on there? Oh. I got software engineering and development. Hey, that's a really good thing to study, man. That's a very lucrative profession. Good luck. I hope you succeed in your academic goals, and I hope it brings you a nice fat paycheck as a result. Kill it, brother. Mr. Pat Madden, welcome to the first time chat. Welcome to the bullpen. Good to see you. You're kind of encountering me at the end of the stream here. We're going to finish up. I got one more set left on squats, and then that'll be about it. Well, I like the gym community and sports, more down to earth and support people. Hell yeah. Twitch health and fitness in particular, I've met very few people I would not want to chill with. I can give you some shout outs and recommendations. Akrosh, she's really great. Joe Workout, Supernatural Writer, Celty, Zachbot55. I mean, just list goes on and on. W. Ramir, Bam Bam Bim Bim. They're all really good guys. Strongly, or girls in Joe Workout's case, strongly recommend Limitless Fitness, another really great female workout. Supernatural's female. So there's really all sorts of wonderful people in this community. Strongly recommend it. Favorite genre to tune into now. Well, kick ass, man. I do have a Discord if y'all are interested in it. You type !Discord for the link. So I'm gonna just chill for a bit because that was squat thrust, as you can imagine. It's more or less a full body exercise. It's gonna take a lot out of you. And I wanna hit this for, I wanna try and get 7 or 8 reps here. See how my shoulder feels about it. Always one more. You're never satisfied. Meet you halfway, and you don't know what that means. God, I love Van Halen. It's Sammy Hagar. I like Sammy Hagar Van Halen just as much as Diamond Dave. Would you date a liberal? Yes, I'm a centrist. Unless you're like an outright extremist, in other words, like you're an unironic tanky or an unironic fascist, I would absolutely date you. Politics don't matter to me very much. I've dated more conservative people, I've dated more liberal people. Doesn't matter as long as you are not an ideologue who is so dug into their beliefs that they can't ever imagine they're wrong about something. I can think of basically every view
that I hold, I always try to hedge for the ability, or for the facts that I may end up being wrong. Because I'm human, and we all are human, and we all can be wrong about stuff. But yes, I would date a liberal. For what it's worth, again, you know, I'm a centrist for political, tactical reasons. I am a registered Democrat. The reason for this is because my home state, the state of South Carolina, has just gotten the first presidential primary. South Carolina has now leaped Iowa because President Biden's election campaign got buoyed by Jim Clyburn's support, the famous congressman here from South Carolina. That was really kind of what saved Biden's presidential campaign in 2020, and as such, as a gift to Clyburn, South Carolina now has the first primary in the United States, and as a result, it makes sense for me to register as a Democrat because my vote carries more power that way. True Troy, I see you're putting something in Cyrillic there. I don't know what language that's in, and it's being held for sexuality, sex, or gender. So I'm going to go ahead and deny that. I'm not sure who you are, but privyet. That's all I know in any Cyrillic language. So we're gonna deny that. All right, Ex-Assassin, good to see you. Sub next month when I get it renewed. Baller, thank you. Oh. Oh my God. Okay, so I felt a pop in my spine there. Ooh. Ooh, that did not feel good. Ouchie. Wow. Okay, yeah, that might be a sign that I'm more or less cooked, and I just need to end it after this set. So we got one more set there. We're gonna go from there. But hating, that's a great question, and I like questions about dating because it's an interesting experience for me. Oh, hang on. For the guy speaking in Cyrillic in here, this will piss him off. Oh yeah, God bless America, baby. God bless the Deep South. Best country in the world, baby. I am a proud American. I am 100% patriotic. I mean, it makes sense. I grew up in a military family, and if y'all know what I do for a living, it would be even more obvious as to why I'm a patriotic American. Inefficient and ridiculous and gridlocked as it may seem, Uncle Sam is still quite capable. Okay. Let's do this. Last set. We're gonna do some abs after this. Oh, hold up. Camera's not on the right angle. You're never satisfied. I think I got a chunk of a burr lodged in my finger from gardening yesterday. It hurts. I have to get a tweezer to get that fucker out of there. Probably did not help that I've been deadlifting on it. Oh well. All right. Psych myself up. Strong like bull.
hands are getting greasy. There we go. Come on! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Yeah!
That was 10, and I'm very lightheaded. Woo, mama. That's good. That's really good right there. I gotta get it off now. That was hard. Actually, let's do this. Two. Yep. Not bad. All right, so now what? Well, we got abs, so we'll do our abs, we'll do a Q&A, and that'll be it. Woo! So we're gonna roll this back a bit. What do we got in chat? Hey, Rainbow, thank you very much for the raid. Rainbow the Pandamancer, as always. Panda Illuminati demands cute ball muscle and nobody gets hurt. I'm right here. Welcome on in. Welcome to the bullpen. Kareem, thanks for doing the shout out for me. How's your stream, Rainbow? How are you doing? Damn, I'm out of water. All right, so today is 23rd. It's an odd day. Let's take a look at the, all right, 76 degrees in here. It's not bad. The stream Path of Exile. I need to do a gaming stream one of these days, but it's not going to be this weekend. Tomorrow I'm going to do a boxing workout. I got the heavy bag over there. It'll be fun. Good shit like that, you know. All right, so it's 23rd, means we're gonna do an odd day, which means reps. So we're gonna do 60 reps of jackknives, 60 reps of raised leg sit-ups, 60 reps of bicycle sit-ups, 60 reps of Russian twists, and 60 reps of V-sits. So you're gonna alert now. All right, well thanks for popping in, Rainbow. It's much appreciated. I have quite a few people. So I made a political compass in the past about the various people who show up to my stream. There are
more people than you would think that come in here and call me daddy, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. I have mixed feelings about that one. Like, I'm not going to tell you not to, but it is a bit strange. And again, I am pretty yoked, so it does kind of help. Maybe I should just embrace it. All right. Let's do this. Little Dreams by Van Halen going. Yeah, reach for the golden ring. Reach for the sky. Baby, just spread your wings. Yeah, higher, straight up we'll climb. $30. Standing on broken dreams, never losing sight. Well, just spread your wings. $60. Next set. Oh, come on, come on. $42. 50. 60. Oh my abs. Come on. I'm fucking done. Yeah. Okay. High. Welcome. $20. 30. 40. 50. 60. Oh, 3 sets down. 2 to go, baby. That's how you get these abs. Work hard. And never quit. And in the end, all the dreams will begin, 'cause that's what love is made of. All right, I got 2 more sets. And then we're gonna do our Q&A. I like to rate. 2 more sets. Come on. See a little bit of Van Halen going. Come on. Go. Get up. 2 more fucking sets. I ain't quitting yet. What to do, bro?
What's up, G?
Hey. We got 2 more sets. I'm gonna do the Q&A if you wanna pop in for a bit.
Sure, what the
Man, Boar. You're gonna be showing up here in the background. Good friend of mine.
Ain't done yet. Oh, it hurts. Come on. One more. Hello, the band. Hurts to breathe. These abs are fucking killing me. See, when you do heavy squats and deadlifts, you're working your abs the whole fucking time, so hitting abs afterwards shreds them. Hey, the new follow. Creative Colors Unlocked. Welcome on in. Will always be. Hold your head up high. Look 'em in the eye. Never say die. Well, that's bullshit. Come on! Come on. That's 27. I got 33 to go. Oh, it hurts. Come on. Strong like bull. Don't quit. Fuck yeah. Alright, we're done. Oh, just in time for the solo. God, Eddie Van Halen is such a fucking legend. Woo! Alright, that's it for the workout. We're doing a little Q&A now. Get up. Make it work. 5150 is such a damn good album. Whew, okay, so welcome to the post-workout session. Time for the Q&A. Loose skin is something you get after losing fat. I had a question, is that loose skin? No. These, believe it or not, are abdominal muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kind of hard to see the bottom two, but it's close. Yes, if you lose a lot of fat rapidly, you will have loose skin for a while. But if you get enough vitamin in your diet and you lose weight a little slower, it's not a big issue. Or if you want to come take a seat and say hi to the audience, it's up to you. If you want to stay off cam, you can.
Sure, why the hell not?
Totally your choice.
Show them all the War Damn Eagle shirt.
So this here's my good friend Bor. He's from the inferior Carolina, and he's rooting for the inferior team against A&M today.
Well, only one of those is true, and it's probably the latter.
Well, honestly, it could be both. They're untrue. We have no way of knowing.
That's why we have a punching bag over there.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a boxing workout. You're more than welcome to join if you want to get a workout in before you head back. I get a second set of gloves up there, and wraps too. So it'll be pretty good. I don't have any gym around the place or at my home. Can I make a custom weight at my home and lift it? Absolutely. Sandbags, heavy backpacks, even if you have to buy something, a kettlebell, there's loads and loads of great options to create a miniature gym. And even body weight exercises, man. Especially if you're new to lifting, if you're new to getting in shape, you rep out 100, 200 body weight squats every single day, well, your legs will fucking feel it. Holy shit, mine do just after doing 2 there. Wow.
You just use some tree limbs and shit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big motherfuckers.
Tree limbs.
Excuse my French.
Oh, dude, it's 18 plus. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, hell yeah. Raise hell, praise devil.
Hell yeah, brother. So, the game plan for me today is you take my boy here to Carolina Barbecue up in New Ellington, show him the way South Carolina does barbecue, watch the A&M Auburn game, and all in all have a good time. So, stop drinking soda and eating snacks. I was fat before 80 kilograms, then I went to 70. Well, it sounds like you're making some really good dietary choices. So good for you, man. Cheers. I don't know what your height is, so I don't know how fat 80 kilos is for you. I know 80 kilos is about 180 pounds. But yeah, soda, I'm telling you, soda is to your pancreas what alcohol is to your liver, what tobacco is to your lungs. Minimize consumption of all three. And again, full disclosure, I do drink alcohol. So, moderation if you can't completely cut it out. You're 175 centimeters, so I know 2 meters is 6'7", so half of that's 1 meter. 1 meter would be then about 3'3", so 3/4 of that, so that's 39 inches. So quarter that's about 10, so that's 33, 36, 39 plus 30, 60, let's see about 5'9", yeah. So 5'9" and 70 kilos would be about 160 pounds. So you're not that overweight if you still are at all. It sounds to me, honestly, it sounds like a pretty healthy weight for someone who's 5'9". I would recommend starting to put on some muscle. And for that, you're gonna want progressive resistance training. So I don't know how much weightlifting you've done in the past, but I strongly recommend it. It can be as simple as just basic squats with heavier objects around your house, push-ups, abs like you saw me just do, stuff like that. Anything with kettlebells. Kettlebells are fairly cheap. You can find them for reasonable amounts of money. I mean, really it's just a molded piece of pig iron. That's all it is. There's nothing fantastic, nothing special about it, but yeah. I work in the wood industry outside where we move planks that are heavy. Well, perfect. In that case, if you're doing that, you're already burning lots of calories and probably getting some muscle resistance in. So if you want to up that and do some actual resistance training, you're probably going to have to find some weights. Because your body has 2 different modes, right? You've got your endurance, your cardiovascular strength, and you've got your muscular resistance strength. So how explosive, how strong are your muscles versus how much work can your muscles do prolonged? These two are very different. So in your work, it sounds to me like you're able to do a lot of endurance, you're able to do moving planks back and forth for a long time, but you may not have the explosiveness to move particularly heavy objects. So let's say try moving heavier loads at work to try and increase your strength. If you can't do that, I'd recommend a couple kettlebells or finding a gym membership. I'm working there. Okay, well, cool. In that case, it sounds like you're on a pretty good trajectory. It sounds like things are going well for you. Good job. So we did trap bar deadlifts. Game's in 30 minutes, so how hungry are you?
I can eat any time of day, really.
Well, what I'm saying is...
I'm chubby kid,
Well, what I'm saying is, so it's open from noon to 4, and if you want, we can wait, work up a nice big appetite beforehand, and then go after the game, go for dinner.
Down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, if I'm gonna go to Carolina, I want to fucking eat like crazy person.
I do. Let's do it.
I bet. In that case, I'm gonna do protein powder between now and then, but otherwise it should be pretty good. That's gonna be baller. You have any other questions from audience? Otherwise, I am probably gonna look to raid someone. Let's see who all is on. Ooh, Zachbot's on. Oh, it's Zachbot's streamiversary. Oh, we're gonna have to raid Zachbot then. That's pretty dope. All right. I think that's what we're gonna do. So thank you all for everybody who's come out. For what it's worth, all right, I'm gonna be live again, same place, same time, 9 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna raid Zachbot and we're gonna get a raid message going. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm sore as shit. Whew. Oh god, that hurts. So, we're going to have a raid message of Bull Rush, comma, happy stream. Diverse. Damn it. There we go. That's the raid message. All right, so we're gonna go raid. What's his name? Shit. There we go. We're gonna go raid Zachbot55. Zachbot55. That'll do it. All right. So we're going to raid Zachbot. He's awesome. He gets sheltered dogs. He's in great shape. He's got lots of good advice, just like me. You'll love him. And as always, y'all, make good decisions. Those good decisions form your habits. Those habits form your values. Those values form an ethos. Ethos can be the guide star through the rough waters of life. Come in, y'all, for the hug. We'll go and raid. Much love. And raid ski. There we go. All right, YouTube, as always, it's good to see you. I'll be live again tomorrow. We're going to be having a great big time. Cheers. Take it easy.